Hello there, my Etheria Restart family, and welcome to this Etheria Restart video. So in this family video, we're going to teach you how to farm better with the Inferno DokiDoki auto team right here. So this team is pretty consistent for me. It's like over 90+% win rate. So I'll explain why there is like this percentage of failure later on, as you guys will realize as we run through the fight. So there's that. But for this team itself, you can do it without Lily. Okay, so this team, I think in fact without Lily is better. But if you have Lily, try to use her, cause she speeds up your run by giving quite a big crit damage buff, which amplifies the damage output of your AoE damage dealer. So that is the strength of Lily. But specifically with my main carry Shiada right here, Shiada is our main AoE carry. For this slot, you can use Rimocha, Messiah, I think any really powerful non-affinity weak DPS is okay to fight in this stage. I think Rimocha is probably the best. Messiah is a viable option, but I think Shiada is just really consistent. And Shiada with the Revelation tag is insanely powerful. So just build a whole bunch of attack on her, build a whole bunch of crit. Revelation plus Shiada plus 151 stack is enough to do damage and bring down the summons from here. So that's the idea of this build. So this is my stats of my Shiada. I'll say minimally for Shiada is 151. You need the second skill passive to get maximum crit rate as well as maximum crit damage boost. So that's for Shiada, AoE damage dealer. So if you're using Shiada, technically the ultimate itself reduces the cooldown up to 3. So this ultimate basically will be the main attacking skill for Shiada, and once you get the passive fully built up, you just see her spamming this skill. So in this case, Lily's role in the team becomes less of like cooldown reduction unit, but more of just the second skill over here. So Lily is still amazing if you have her, use her. Previously I was doing her over my Chiaki, but I realized Chiaki can be more consistent for this team, and I'll explain why later. So for this one, if you have Lily, use Lily, right? If you don't have Lily, there are other alternatives like Tsukuyomi, like Chiaki right here, as well as DokiDoki. So DokiDoki and Chiaki specifically, they have amazing turn manipulation, and Chiaki has the additional passive, and DokiDoki as well, to give that attack stats to your Shiada if you're running Shiada, or maybe give attack stats or damage boost to your AoE DPS, right? But additionally, both DokiDoki and Chiaki, they have the ability to purify a debuff. So the one way for your run to fail is if the mutated monster actually hits your Shiada or your core unit and stun them at the wrong time, and you don't have the dispel to remove the stun or whatever debuff, then you just get snapped down from there. This is where the dispel comes in to function better over Lily, because Lily doesn't have the dispel to protect your allies, right? Lily just gives you the massive speed, the massive damage boost, and the extra normal attack, which Shiada appreciates but is not so important. So in this case, Chiaki is better, more consistent for that reason. Okay, so if you have Lily, use Lily. Right, if you have the resources to build up Chiaki for more consistency, you can run it. You can run both Chiaki and Lily together, right, replacing Freya. So those are the few alternatives you can use to substitute around in terms of the team build itself. Okay, but the core unit in this team, other than your AoE DPS, would be Kazuyo the Reverie. This is a must-have. You need her at 115 to maximize the cooldown reduction onto the ultimate, and additionally, it will be appreciated if you have Halloween with the Time Wave, or just Time Wave in general, to give you the additional cooldown reduction. You need her CC always ready and always spamming to remove the damage reduction shield, because at this point, it's a 90% damage reduction. So whenever it's up, you need to remove it ASAP. So you also can level up the first skill to give her more speed so that she can run through the turn meter faster as well. So that's what I did. I went with 415 for my Kazuyo Reverie with this equipment right here. So next one, another really important unit for consistency is Valerian. So I think once we have the tankiness on our units, running any other healers over Valerian would work. But Valerian right now prevents certain death with the ultimate, as well as a Hazy Dream ability on the first turn, and the ability to give your weakened unit invincibility in times of need, right, when the AI is controlling your team over here. So a little bit of heal, more of the anti-death protection. So this is my team. Freya, lastly, can be built as a secondary DPS or just a simple buffer debuffer for the team. So in this case, I'm using her more as a defensive buffer debuffer, but her with Revelation as well as enough DPS stats can be a semi DPS for the team as well. So in her slot as I mentioned earlier, Lily, Tsukuyomi, as well as Mio is an okay option for turn manipulation and additional freeze. You can also run other speed tuners that I don't have right here, like DokiDoki. So those are the few options that can substitute Freya right here. Another unit is Claws. Claws for the massive AoE debuff to help you survive better and do more damage to the summons. Okay, so without further ado, let's showcase one run with Chiaki. I'm not sure whether or not I want to showcase with Lily, but I think Lily allows your run to run faster. Chiaki allows the run to be more consistent with the Dispel. So target priority, you want to finish off the security guard A and B on wave 1. And then on wave 2, you want to kill off the elite generosity first. So you choose any one of them. I think it doesn't really matter. So this unit hits really hard. And then Valor right here is able to do more damage if you do a lot of hits on it. So last two focus down. But with the AoE prowess of Shiada, you should be able to cover all of them quite equally as well. Okay, so for this one is this because they will mutate. So we want to reduce the potential. So you need this because if you don't have the CC, let's see. Yeah, this empowered shell right here reduces damage taken by 90. So just now we missed. So you need a really high effect accuracy because they have the superior resistance. So you need to always get your CC to remove this whenever it's online. So this one comes online pretty fast. So luckily our priority is on that guy. So my Kazuyo's normal attack can actually put that guy to slumber next. So not a biggie. Okay, Hazy Dream ability activate. We are immune to death for 2 turns. Additional defensive shield to protect our Shiada. More buffs. So this removes the CC shield. I mean removes the shield right here as you guys can see. So this allows my Shiada to do maximum damage. Okay. So ideally you want your Kazuyo's ultimate to be always ready on the first wave of the second wave spawn or the first cycle of the second wave spawn, because that way you can immediately sleep them, potentially holding them all in place, as well as also just giving maximum damage on your Shiada or your AoE DPS on the first turn they come onto the battlefield. So that's for the Kazuyo side. That's why she's super duper crucial, because like her low CD ultimate is the spammable one that allows you to do it consistently over the likes of Kraken. So this here is the time wave ability setting in more consistently. So unfortunately for me, right now this skill is on a 2-turn cooldown. So hopefully I get some like CD reduction and then we are able to get it online. So this is, I'll say, like the more unfortunate run right here. This is why we need those additional shielding, okay, to protect ourselves. Okay, we get a CD reduction. As you guys can see, we see a CD reduction earlier. So unfortunately, we got stunned and hopefully our Chiaki dispel, but nope, Chiaki didn't dispel Shiada, unfortunately. But it's fine because right now we're gonna use our skill, sleep them. This will buy us one more turn because they won't be able to move. So this help us save a lot on the shielding and the damage side. Okay, hopefully our Shiada don't get stunned or don't get focus fire here, because that is something that can cause the run to fail. Okay, boom, a lot of damage. Okay, the middle one still takes very little, so we need to finish off all the summons here. We're not going to touch, we'll just leave it at auto because we want to showcase it in an auto setting. So this is where you also need sufficient defensive stats to make sure you don't die to all these minions' normal attack. So that is another thing to take note. But once you have all these red gears farm up, I think it shouldn't be a problem because you should have a lot of defensive stats with the upgrade of your gloves as well as your braces. Okay, so that's the run. A little bit slower. I think Lily run is consistently much faster. Okay, Valerian getting stunned is perfectly fine. Okay, nice. You can see my Shiada doing a lot of damage. Okay, Veil has done his job, so it's fine. So right now, let's see. They all don't have their shield yet because our Kazuyo is putting in work to constantly remove the damage reduction. So this actually buys us a lot of survival. This is one of the perfect run that I have. Really, really good stuff. Okay, remove. Last two. So this last two should be no problem because I don't think they can actually snap down my units with double Artisan available. Oh, okay, so this is one of the problems that I told you guys, right? This could happen where this guy comes and snipes Shiada right here. So unfortunately, we're gonna fail this run, but we're gonna do another run, which we finish the run in terms of the auto battle side. So this time around, We have our ultimate the moment we come into the second wave, which is the most ideal situation. This will stop their offense for 1 turn while reducing the enhanced shell. So it's still a little bit of RNG, because if the summon actually kills off the Shiada, or if the boss actually kills off the Shiada, it could be a pain in the ass. We are looking healthy so far. We have invincibility on Veil as well. I think we're getting Hazy Dream soon. Yeah, we're getting Hazy Dream in the next turn. Everything is looking really good for this run. So one thing I realized is because my Lily is a lot more powerful, she's also a lot tankier because she's 6-star and level 50. So that's something which my Chiaki can't do. My Chiaki can't tank like 3 hits, whereas my Lily can. So that's that. But I think if your units are strong enough, should be able to sort of tank. Oh no, Veil got controlled here. Hopefully she dispel. Nice, that was a dispel. So the dispel came in handy for Veil to actually get off the ultimate right here. So we should be able to hold off a little longer, I hope. Okay, here we sleep. Boom, nice, massive shell removal, and Shiada, come on, crit as much as possible. Ooh, clean. Revelation Shiada crit clean. Okay, we are not out of the woods yet. Okay, we are not out of the woods yet. this guy still has the potential. So that is this like really RNG potential where he comes in and he swipes our carry. Although we have Hazy Dream, so we are safe here actually. Ah, we cleared it, guys. Woohoo! We cleared it because we have Hazy Dream active. Okay, still taking a little bit long, but right here, okay, we removed the shell. Pretty good stuff. So this guy is the massive threat towards the end of the finishing line. Yeah, I think we got it in the back because we got all the buffs available. Boom! Okay. So this run is around 354, so usually around 3 minute plus, 4 minute plus, depending on the skills as well as the RNG. Let's take a look at this gear. Ooh, this is amazing. 4 lines. Okay, so next let's showcase the Lilith team. Okay, so right here we have another run. My Shiada fell in this one, but I just decided to continue staying in because my Lily right here is able to provide the additional DPS output transfer into my Reverie so that we can continuously jam damage into the boss with Lily right here, even if Shiada is dead. Right, once Shiada finish the 4 summons, we can do this slow grind to quickly, you know, like we just slowly go through the HP of the boss. So this run takes a little while, but I think we should be able to finish a run, cause Lily not just give us the additional attack from Kazuya, but also additional damage from her buff itself. So that's the another benefit that Lily can provide over the likes of Chiaki. Chiaki is more team centric, whereas Lily can actually make another unit a hyper carry in the event, for example, Shiada falls in battle. So it's an additional layer of fail safe. But let's say if there's the time where Chiaki's dispel is much better, then maybe Chiaki can do better for you. Or if your Chiaki is stronger because you don't have a Lily built up, then go ahead and use your Chiaki to finish the run itself. Okay, so that's it. We're gonna finish the run right here soon. Very little bit of HP. Come on, it's just a little bit. Okay, boom. Okay, so we are done. This run took a lot longer because Shiada died, but usually this run will take around like 2 minute plus to give me that 2-star rating to begin with. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. See you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.